We next move on to the Seiten, einer, Nachricht. So here we have a pictorial representation. So this is a message and it has got like 4 sides: Sachinhalt, Appell, Beziehung and Selbstoffenbarung. These are called as the 4 dimensions of a message. So that's what we are seeing in the left hand side as well. So the 4 dimensions are: one is Sachinhalt, what exactly is being said in the message; Selbstoffenbarung, what are the feelings of the speaker; Beziehung, what is the relationship between the communicating people; Appell, what does the message demand from the receiver. So for a communication to be successful, all these 4 dimensions should be sent properly and also received and interpreted properly. The book goes on to give an example of a conversation between 2 sisters, and there they go deep into all these 4 aspects. But I have just given the gist of that complete explanation. This is just basically for understanding, and you can repeat the example with your own experience from communicating with people. Next, we move on to communication in Deutschunterricht. So, in Deutschunterricht is a komplementäre Kommunikation im Spiel. So, it's basically teacher and student. New teachers have a very big challenge because it's a group and dynamical process which needs to be accepted first step, and they have to interpret what the group is trying to communicate to them correctly. It is always recommended for the teachers to think about the previous class and find out the reactions and the responses which the students gave, and then how you responded as a teacher, and then evaluate yourself. The next topic is Sprachbezogene and Mitteilungsbezogene Kommunikation. This is very important from the exams perspective, so please pay attention. So when you are learning the language, there are 2 aspects which are key. One is Sprachsystem und die Ausdrucksmöglichkeit in der Sprache, meaning what is the language system which is being used and what are the potential way to communicate in the language. The second one is tatsächliche Äußerung in der Sprache, real communication which takes place in the language. Based on the 2 aspects we spoke in the previous slide, we will talk about Sprachbezogene Kommunikation und Mitteilungsbezogene Kommunikation. In Sprachbezogene Kommunikation, the Sprachsystem steht im Zentrum. That's the focus. Whereas in Mitteilungsbezogen, the communication stays in the focus, not the rules and regulations of the language. Struktur in der Sprache werden geübt. All the exercises which are done in Sprachbezogene Kommunikation are basically verb in second position, correct grammar, conjugation, Wichtige, Satzaufbau, etc. Whereas in this case, the focus is only on the contents and äußering your opinion, communicating your idea. So, the communication findet auf Basis der Strukturübung statt. Meaning, whenever you are doing an exercise, then the teacher asks, hey, how do you complete this sentence? Then the student stands up and reads out the answer, and that's what communication is. Whereas in this case, Kommunikation findet in realen Situation statt. Struktur und Grammatik der Zielsprache ist der Lernziel. The main thing which the students have to learn is, hey, how am I supposed to build a sentence and what is the correct grammar to use. Whereas in this case, kommunikative competence in the Zielsprache is der Lernziel. Is the student capable of communicating in the German language or the target language? That's the Lernziel. Typical example for sprachbezogene Kommunikation is Pattern Drills. So, wie geht's dir? Hallo, guten Morgen, bla bla bla. Then you have authentische let me give an example for this authentische Sprechsituation. Let's assume that one student comes late to the German class. In that situation, the teacher stops him before entering the class and he asks him, Warum bist du spät gekommen? And this is a real Sprechsituation, and the teacher says, please speak in German as your reply. So now the student has to reply in German that his bus was late or he started late, but all of these things doesn't have anything to do with rules and regulations. As long as he is able to communicate that why he was late with whatever knowledge he has acquired in attending these classes, that's Mitteilungsbezogene Kommunikation. As in case of Sprachbezogene Kommunikation, the example is you are doing a grammar exercise and verb conjugation, and you read out a sentence in verb conjugation. Say, kommt, wir kommen. That's all. So the teacher asks, hey, complete this sentence with wir, then wir kommen blah blah blah. So that is a Sprachbezogene Kommunikation where you are learning the correct conjugation.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.